Hello and welcome back to Humanity. So, last time we beat Wall. I suppose we can say that. And now we're in World 6 Dependence. And we got new mechanic, new gimmick. If you want to call it a gimmick. I mean, it kinda is really. Most of the mechanics are gimmicks in this game. But that's not a bad thing. Yeah, we got the follow mechanic, where people will follow us. Okay, so this is interesting. So this time we got people walking out the door, so they will just keep walking forever. Like, how many people can I get? That's a good question. Can I just get infinite if I really stay there forever? I don't know if there is a limit to how many people can actually be on screen at once in this game. Like, probably? I mean, at some point you would think so. I don't know. So if you stop following, they're gonna keep walking forward, it looks like. That's interesting. Got blocks. That's Goldie. I don't remember how many Goldies there are in this level. 2, I guess. Yeah. Didn't pay attention to that. There's people up here. They can fall here, not die. Do I want them down right now? I guess there's no reason not to. I believe you can fall down here safely. Yeah. You can just stay there for now. I'll try to figure out what I'm doing. I mean, yeah. Don't think I need to have you guys up there, but I could be wrong. Just gonna get you all together, I guess. So, yeah, we got conveyor belt. We got a block. So, I want you to get across. So a little bit of a Tetris puzzle. Like this will get. They'll go here, but then these guys will push it. So it'll land there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Feels like I want. What do I want? Maybe I'll just try some things. Maybe I want to get this one first somehow. The only thing is Goldie. You gotta be careful with the Goldie here. Oh, no, why did you win the Goldie? Well, that's annoying. That is annoying. But I don't think this is it either though. If I push this one get down. It'll fall. Whoop, okay. It'll fall here. And that'll be blocked and you can't get across. I mean, yeah, no. Put this one there. You'll also block it. Yeah, no. This one is wrong. This one doesn't need to be here. That's for sure. this one here will go down. Then okay, I think that one has to be first, and then the T1. I think that's gonna get us across that one, I think. Let's just see what happens now. I should do what I wanted to. There we go, okay. So this one gets pushed down here. But then wait, no, wait. I have to do this in my mind, and it's then you don't have a way to get across there. No, that wouldn't work. So if I do the other way, that's the then that one, wait, then pushed that one would either, I don't think. Oh, did I do this wrong again? Let's just see what happens real quick. A little bit afraid of Goldie here. Well, shoot. Uh-oh. Still fell down. Wait. Oh boy. Oh wait, I can't get up there now, can I? Shoot. I hadn't considered that. But this is all kinds of bad, but like, yeah, no, but if I push this it wouldn't do, would it? I don't think you guys can push this up strong enough. It's only two, I don't think. No. God damn it. But no, that wouldn't work. Okay, I'm gonna get those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get those guys down first. So I don't do that again. Anything about that? Just trying to figure out how this is gonna happen. Doesn't try this one here first, and then this one. That would get across, yeah. Then, oops. Oh, crap. Crap. Well, I can't. Well, yeah, the Goldie's dead now. whatever. Like, god damn it. I can't push anything now. Why do I always have to start off with an annoying one? Come on, just gotta use my stupid brain. Stupid. Doesn't understand shapes apparently. Let me just try this one again. Don't wanna get the goldie right now. Just gonna have people stay over there. Okay. If I push, push. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Wow. How does this? How the hell does this work? How the hell does this work? Something I'm not understanding because I don't see how this is gonna happen. In any, there gotta be a combination of these that makes it work. It's not this, because if I do this, it'll just, you know, fall off essentially. I am wondering, just you guys, yeah, you guys follow me, even if you're on the conveyor belt, because I was like, do I need those guys to be anything but pushers? Because I could, in theory. Well, I can also cheat a few people in here, but that's not the intention. As long as I can stand on top of it, I could just fall down here and get to the goal. I don't know how many people I would need in the goal, if these people here I have available are enough. I'm just wondering if that's actually the puzzle, that's the trick. There's a little trick to this one, you know? I don't know. I'm not sure what is the intention. Wait. Need you guys down here first. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this one. I don't think it's supposed to be difficult. This one. Is this actually, wait, does this work? No, wait. No, this works. Wait, okay, never mind. Okay, I did it. I think. I did it. Did the way you were actually intending to after all. Yeah, okay. Just, maybe I was just thinking about it too much and I should have just tried things, because this just works. There we go. Gotta make sure you don't drop down there, Goldie. There we go. Alright, okay, though you do need like a lot of people there. I don't think I could have just cheated those guys in there. Okay, I don't know. This one... I mean, there's nothing too complicated about it. It's just figure out the right combination and finish switch. I just didn't. Oh, okay, the others are here, so that's the way I kind of thought that we're gonna encounter those guys. So you kind of just walk around in a circle. Okay, so well. I can't get up there. Oh wait, no. I can just jump there. I can also just climb with them. This is a pushable block, I think. Right? I don't need to. I want to push it. Because these guys are here. What's going on in this one? I can make them go up there. Look, kitty, I can't see the screen. Move your butt. So that activates that, and that activates that, which lets me get all those people. And these people have guns? Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. That's a big guy. What does that mean? I guess big guy means I gotta kill him to open that up? Is that what it's saying? What is question mark? Yeah, that's probably gonna tell us about big guy. So there's plenty of blocks. Huh. Feels like it wants me to push the blocks to block the people and how is this all gonna happen? That is a good question, but let me just read this. Blue targets. Defeating others but with blue orbs and destroying gates marked in the same mill would cause interesting things to happen. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd activate the thing. Kitty! I really wish it would just stay in one place instead of walking all around the place. Okay, so... I don't want to get cut. That seems pretty obvious. I don't know how close I'm allowed to actually get to these guys without them noticing me. But yeah. Just gonna... You guys go up there. Just gonna grab y'all. Okay, after I grab you, stop walking forward. I was wondering how that worked. So let me see what happens when I do this. Like, I forgot what happens if you push a block into people. Will he just die? No, they will just get pushed. That's yeah, okay, right. I mean, if I push this against them there, they will get crushed. But is that ideal? Can I get closer here without those guys noticing me? I feel like you would, yeah. Yes, you will. You will notice me, and you will pursue me. Seemingly forever? Oh yeah, you do this coming. Oh. Yeah, okay. So if they notice you, you're doomed. He will just get ya. Yeah, then I can fix that. Okay, so that's not gonna happen there. Let me just retry. Okay. Just learning some things, you know. Just learning some things, like, yeah. It can be... Yeah, no. 3 blocks is what you need for them not to notice you. 2 blocks if they start noticing you. Alright, so I'm safe here. Oh, I kept going. I'm so bad. So this is interesting. Whoa, things are freaking out now. Huh. So what happens here? I suppose... Oh shoot, you can... Okay, so... You can see me from all the way there, apparently. So... Okay, we didn't get many. Get up there like that. I don't know. Something about this doesn't seem like it's gonna work. because how do you get me from? Okay. I mean, what now though? Because I can't go here. Yeah, no, this is all kinds of wrong. Okay, no, I gotta rethink what I'm doing. No, guy, go away. Seriously. It's fine if I lose one or two. I feel like my idea of crushing these guys, I don't know. Is that really it? Gonna push this a little closer so those guys may not shoot at me this time. I'm lucky. But I don't know. Well, I can get the goldie. I wasn't really thinking about how I got that goldie on top of the block, but that yeah, no, I can just grab you now like that. Well, I guess I could just push this. I guess, yeah, no, this could work. Because if I just push this all the way over there, I can just get on top of that block there. Well, that should be fine. I think. Just push you guys out of the way. that works. Okay. So that activated that. Oh, right. Well, I didn't really think about this, but no, I still gotta get people over here. I thought I was just gonna activate, like, these guys out. Still need that. Oh. Hmm. Well, yeah, no, that won't do. That won't do. I think what I want to do is push all the blocks up and push them away. Oh yeah, but now I'm gonna get shot at. I can do this. This is not gonna do what I want, I don't think. Yeah. I killed the guy. That's not helpful. Okay. Right, I did not realize that, yeah. It wouldn't just activate those guys up there. That's what I thought it would. I didn't see the one block thingy button. Okay. That means I gotta rethink how this works. If you guys are coming at me, give it up. I absolutely gotta press both. Otherwise, I'm not even gonna get across here. At least, that's what I know. So I gotta do that first, at the very least. The only thing is that this block These guys will get me if I get close here. Won't they? You will. I'm fairly certain you will. Da. I am not getting this. I don't think it's supposed to be difficult to get. Let me just. Okay, shooting at me. Let me just feel like the moment I put something in, I'm not getting it out again because of the guys up there. That's the problem. That is the problem. I don't know how to solve it. Like, I don't know how effective is one block against those guys up there. I feel like, I guess let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Let's push this forward. What will these guys do? Because they kind of like spread out, don't they? Like they go, yeah, they get to the side, meaning that you're gonna, yeah, that's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. And that's why I said I wanted like more blocks. Okay, that does not work. Like I feel like I'm almost there, you know? Let's just gotta figure out how I really, blah, I assume patient. This starting part is nothing, and I just impatient about it. Do. No. I'm just thinking to myself. I'm not saying what I'm actually thinking because I'm not sure if it makes sense. Alright. Let's just. This. Actually, can get closer so I have a shot at it if I can help it. This just, you know, gets rid of these guys. I don't know if I did what I wanted to do there, but whatever. Okay, I had a thought. I don't know if it's a good thought. And now I'm like, what's my thought? What am I even trying to do? Just gotta get one block. Just one block, yeah. Go around. Push this one. No. Like, I was wondering if I could push these guys off the edge, but then I can't really get my block back, really. I don't think that's ideal. I think these are not really stairs, so you can't go up that way. I don't think you can go around. I was like, is that something? Going around? But no, I don't think so. Okay, I wanna push this here. I think this is what I want to do. I push this. I might. Could I like? It doesn't quite work, I don't think. Shoot. Let me just push this first of all. Just so it's out of the way. I just kind of like, could I get rid of those guys and push this here. Oh, this is what we did before, wasn't it? No. Shoot. No. Dang it. Dang it. I should just get this block back. For the moment. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I think I messed everything up. Fuck. No. I think I messed everything up. I'm pretty sure I messed everything up. Oh, now these guys pursuing me. It's not what we want. Yeah, and you're also smart at run the other way around. I was like, is there a way I could get them to pursue me? And then I could eventually just get them here? Well, I kinda did. Because if I have a lot of guys with guns, maybe I can win the race. But, well, I mean, well, maybe I can win this race. Wait. No, but now I don't have enough people. No, right. No, that wouldn't work. Okay. We need the gun guys up here, so we have to up a hand against those guys or something. I don't know. I haven't put that fight at all. Wow, this war got really difficult all of a sudden. like the starting levels were pretty free, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to understand what you were supposed to do. Now, I don't know why. Yeah, there's a lot of steps. But yeah, I need 100 people. I can't really make them. Can't really afford for them to die. Still feel like this makes sense in the start. Like this just, you know. Yeah. I don't know if somehow the intention really is that I'm supposed to like make them What's the word I'm looking for? Like, make them pursue you? This doesn't feel like it makes super sense. Stop shooting at me. I don't know. I don't know what you want. I'm just like, the moment I do this, I am not getting them back, the block. I can get this one back, I think, but is that good enough? Well, that too. Let's see. This better than what I had before. If I can just well, almost what I wanted. I mean, these guys are gonna. Okay, shoot these guys down at least. Well, sort of, kinda works. I don't know if I benefit from shooting these guys down. Might actually get a couple of my guys, which might be bad. Wait, no. Forgot. I have a longer tail now. You guys to like shoot these guys. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. No, don't fall off. Oh, well, now those guys are pursuing me. Oh no. It's kinda weird how this is gonna happen. Should work. Gotta make sure nobody straggles off. Help. Stay. Jesus. Well, I guess I did it. In an odd way. No, don't block up. No. Ah. I have enough people there. Fucking hell. Okay, not sure how exactly I'm supposed to do this. I feel like a lot of that was messy, and yeah, no. It's been 40 minutes and I only beat 2 levels. Compared to what I did last time, beating the other world and all these levels in. Hopefully this one is gonna be a little bit easier. I don't know. It's a special level. It's a side level. So and these were on the main path, you know. Yeah. I still don't know how much that means. Anything. I was surprised that we haven't had remix levels anymore. I thought we were gonna do that. Like we had like 1 or 2, right? Remix levels. But now they haven't done that. But I guess that's fine. I guess I want more original levels other than remix levels, but it was kind of neat to play a level again, but with a different mechanic attached to it. You know, we had to do the one of the levels with the pause mechanic instead. That changed how things worked. Yeah. Assume the position. It's quite a name for a level. 1 goldie. Only follow. Oh boy. Okay, so this is also a yeah, pause level. Oh boy. Oh no, this is us. I thought this was the others. Right, no, the others are over here. I cannot make them follow me now, yeah. Oh, oh boy. This level already looks like a war level. Looking at the structure of all this, and I'm afraid. I really was hoping we're not gonna have as much of this, you know. Assume the position. So button. That button removes those blocks. Is what happens. Okay. What the hell am I looking at? This already looks like a nightmare to figure out. Oh, my brain hurts already thinking about what is it you want me to do? Like I can push some blocks around. That's what I can do. That's what I can do. When I start, what am I looking at? I think I didn't want to push this. I think I might not have wanted to push that. I don't understand any of this. I'm gonna be real. I don't understand any of this. It's only 2 doors. Oh well. Oh, when I say there's only 2 doors, I mean there's 2 doors where people don't walk out of. That is what I meant by that sentence. That did not make any sense. I knew what I meant, but it's 2 doors where people don't walk out of, which is odd. Like, why is that the case? I guess it's cause. Okay, well, I guess it's cause the others walked out of the door and then walked through that door. I guess that's what that means. I don't know what you want. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I can't get in there. I was like, am I supposed to get you guys to get to that? But no, it won't do anything. I can put you guys there. You guys all... The guys on the side have melee and the middle ones have guns. Okay, I think I want you to like put you guys here, maybe. You guys, because if you guys go up against the gun or the melee, you will win. I don't know what. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh, you guys just got blasted immediately. Did not do anything for me. I literally don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I want to just watch the solution video because this, I have no idea what you want. Like this is exactly the same fucking thing as I had problems with in the wall world. I don't know where to begin thinking about this because it's just why today? Why today? Like, how did this world go from, oh, I'm having fun and this is a good time, to immediately being just exactly what I feared would be the continuation? Things like this? But now I gotta now I have to follow mechanic, and I don't know what you want, and I. Like. I don't like. Fucking. The other thing is that I'm looking at is that there's holes here, and it seems like these blocks are gonna get pushed into those holes. But then the Goldie. How would I even possibly get the Goldie after all this is said and done? Like, first off, I gotta figure out how I kill the others, which I don't know how to do. And then what? Like when this block gets pushed here, that removes these. You need to push a block here, absolutely. Otherwise, this wall is not gonna move. You know. Wait. No, what? Wait, what does that do? It doesn't remove the... That's not... Wait, what? It doesn't remove the wall. Okay, no, the wall just removes itself. Wait, that... Is that what activates... Okay, so these can be activated. That's... So much going on. I don't get any of it. But, okay, so this block means just... Okay, hold on. If I push this... No, you won't. No, you still won't get that fast enough to push it. I feel like the idea is I want this push, so more people will come from my side through these doors. Yet... What? What? What is this? What is this? What is this? What do I do with all these people I can make follow me? Where do I put them? Do I put them anywhere? What do you... I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know what these blocks do for me. No, fuck it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't understand it. I don't want to do it. I just don't. So you put the gun guys there, I guess, and melee guys there. Melee guys there. That works. I just don't get these. I just don't get them. I don't get them. Because... I just don't get them. I'm sorry, but... This game is so good. Why did he want it here? That... When it's not, when it's doing stupid things that I don't understand, it's just frustrating. I guess, okay, I guess these guys are not gonna get shot by these guys, That's what I was trying to do, but I guess he just got shot before. So then apparently, because the melee guys get in there and get to the shooty guys fast enough where they can apparently make all that work. But what about Goldie? I mean, I'm not. The losing video doesn't show how I get the Goldie, does it? No, it does not. Well, I mean, yeah, what? But how do I get the Goldie? How do I get the... How? Like, how would that even possibly happen? No, okay. I think it's simple, actually. I just realized something. I can just push this here instead, and that will push it into the hole. Yeah, no. I think that's incredibly simple, actually. Okay. Alright. Just gonna recreate my thingy. Put it there, and bada boom, bada boom. That should do it again, I think. So we didn't mess anything up. This is very possible. Wait, no. Wait. No, okay, no. Right, because these guys come in then and then they push it. I was like, wait, how did I get things there? I don't know. My mind is just broken right now. There we go. Then to get the Goldie. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, I would not. I just don't. These little. I don't know what to call them. Confrontations. These. You are, yeah, like people are walking one way, the others are walking the other way. You gotta figure out how do you not die by the others. I just can't comprehend how to do them. It's a part of my mind that does not compute. And yeah. Okay. Just the Xbox had a thing to say. I had to log in or something. But I was logged in. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. Xbox Game Pass. Well, I am at now almost. I'm not going to do another level. Not knowing what has happened today. Like, I don't know why. Like this one was just some trial and error. Really, it was just basically just figure out the right ones you put in first and stuff. Just something about it. Just my brain just didn't get it. This one, like, I mean, it took a while, but I think for the most part I was on the right track with it. It is one of those that just kind of seems like a little bit of luck and trial and error. Really, it is just it's a little bit of just like you can plan it out as much as you want, but you kind of just have to go in there and see what happens. And then this one, like, it's just not my speed. It's not my speed. It's just not my speed in this game, and it kind of sucks. I was really hoping we were not gonna have levels like this again. Like, it's almost exactly like one of the levels here. It has the same idea. It has the same structure, you know. Which one was it? I didn't really like this one. I forgot which one it was. Was it this one? I don't know. What levels? Was it this one? This one? I don't know. Something like this. Like, yeah, I don't know. No, it was this one, wasn't it? Yes, because this is the one I used the solution video for, right? Because I had to go around and then there and then yeah, like again, like it's just the idea of levels like this just does not compute in my head. It's a very different way of thinking compared to what you do in the rest of the game. And I don't know. I just wish he would stop. I just wish he would stop making levels like this. Because we had all these interesting new ideas, you know? All these levels, you know? Had these fun ideas that just used the follow mechanic and... like even this one, you know? Like... this one does feel like you could almost not have the follow mechanic and just use the arrows instead. It almost feels like you could recreate this level using arrows and it would still work. It would be probably more awkward, but yeah, it does feel like a level that would work like that way. Maybe some of these also could work that way, but I don't know. Obviously, the follow mechanic is interesting in the way that I don't know if it's needed. I mean, in this level, I feel like you could just again use an arrow, you know, like go right, push down, you know. You could easily do that, you know. Same here, just I don't know why I would start, but I guess here, up, get you down, go left, fall down here, you know, like obviously the follow mechanic makes it so you don't have to do that. But like yeah, no, I feel like some of these levels you could probably recreate just using their arrows. But yeah. Anyway, I just no. Like I would love to understand it. I would love to be here and if it wasn't for the fact that I want to make these videos not just one video one level per video, like we had one of those, right? There was one level very early on, wasn't there? Was it in World War 2? Oh, it was World War 2, I think. Which one was it? Was this one? Yes, it was this one. The wall. This one took me forever. Was it the entire video, or at least like I think maybe I did one other level or something, but pretty much this was an entire video, right? Because wasn't this the level? I think this was the level. Just because I had like the problem with this level was that you could mess up so easily, you know. But like I don't think I mind this level as much. Despite the fact that I spent a lot of time in this level and, had to replay it a lot, I don't think I mind this level as much, because at least I understood what you wanted to do, It was relatively clear. Just had to both figure it out and execute it properly. So the problem is not that it's hard to do. Not that it's hard to. Well, I guess it's that it's hard to figure out, but it's not. It's hard to describe what I'm trying to say, but again, as I said, it's a different way of thinking that I just don't feel like I understand, because like I vaguely understand how the shooting and the melee works. I vaguely understand how there is a preference of who you want to use to deal with them, you know? Like you use guns to get rid of melee guys, and you use melee guys to get rid of guns. But you can only really use melee guys to get rid of guns if you are very close to them without them shooting at you. Like, that's the problem. And I guess that's why you want them here, because then when they push down here, push the block away, melee guys get in here and go like, oh, it's an ambush, we're gonna ambush you, you know? But that's how melee guys have any kind of use, to say it bluntly. Because the gun guys are obviously way better, because you can shoot from afar, and, you know. But yeah, I just don't think my brain works in a way that would have made this the solution. Like, first of all, you don't have to push any of the blocks at all, which is what I thought you had to do. Like, you have to if you want to get the Goldie, but that's a different story. But in the video, you didn't have to push any blocks. And I was like, oh, okay, these blocks are clearly here to be pushed, right? You don't have blocks like this you can just, without them being pushable, right? I don't know. I mean, I get why they're there, I guess. Essentially, they're there because, well, one block is there so you can activate the other doors. And these are here so you can put them in the hole, And then the trick to get the Goldie is you gotta move them around, which really is if you get the regular solution, getting the Goldies is fairly simple. Just gotta realize that, oh right, you can just move this one over here instead and this one over here. It works the same way as the normal way it would work, Anyway. Yeah, I just like 3 levels a day. 3 levels and all of them were kinda a thing. Like the first level, was me just. I think if I had played a level last instead of first, my mind would have been more in tune with the game. I still had to get back into the swing of things. Figure out like, okay, how does follow work again? How do I make it work? And also that part, like making sure, like, oh right, I gotta get these people down also, and I didn't think about it this time because I was, focused on other stuff, and there's a lot of things going on, and yeah, just as the first level, it was like different. I had to think different than I expected to in that level, Had to be like, oh, I also gotta, look at the side and like, okay, here's how I put this block here so it falls correctly so that people can walk across, That way of thinking was also not what I was expecting to do in a level like that, or like in this world, having to do something like that, but of all the levels I played today, that one made the most sense. The second level, I didn't hate it, but it did feel a little jank, But this level, I just, I just don't compute with the idea that it's trying to, do. So yeah. Well, you never know with this game. You never know, I guess, how things gonna go. Are these last few levels gonna be more the same, or is it gonna make more sense to me? Like all these levels here, all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels I played last time, all made sense. I got them. I understood what they were doing. You know, some of the earlier ones were obviously more introducing to the concept, but they were all different. You know, they were all different things you were doing. It was not just, oh, it's the same mechanic, and it's just, you know, they're all different. Obviously, you know, that makes sense, but when I say different, what I mean is like different from anything else in the game, really. You know, they use the mechanics in a new way rather than pretty much like this level. This level is pretty much a raw level. You know, it's not a level in this world. It just so happens that you use the the follow mechanic in this level. You know, if we had switched world 5 and 6, and you know the follow mechanic was introduced first, this level would have been in world 6 now. In the war world is what I mean. You know, this one would have been in world 6 rather than world 5, which would have been this world. I don't think what I'm trying to say was very clear, but basically, yeah, like they could have switched this around with the last world, and you know, if the follow mechanic was introduced before, you know, all the wall mechanics. Well, anyway, man, but yeah, you know, I'm thinking how this game was introduced. You know, how the game started. Oh, it's driving now. It's fun. How the game was started and how everything just kind of made sense. It flowed. It was like, okay, like these are puzzles. These are not very hard puzzles. It's just, you know, you just kind of have to understand how the game's language works, if that makes sense. And you get it, and you do them. And you know, some take longer than others, but I managed to do most levels in the early game, with the exception of that one level in World 2, pretty fast. It made sense. You know, it took some attempts. I had to retry sometimes, obviously, but I got them, and it just made sense. And having played so many puzzle games that I have on the channel, I played various puzzle games, every types. You know, some first-person ones, some top-down ones. You know, all kinds. You know, various perspectives, various ways of interacting with the world. You know, from your first-person portal-like guns you can use to your the witness style puzzles, as I played in Taiji, it was another style of puzzle game, which is again very different in that way. That in this game, that's again reminiscent of Lemmings, obviously, as I said in the first video, I think. But that was the big comparison you can make, I feel. So, I have not really played Lemmings. I might have touched some kind of version or some idea of it, but not really. I've seen some, videos, and I know the deal, but I think if I were to play Lemmings, I would probably struggle, because it's also a game you have to kind of anticipate a lot of things in. I do wonder if this game having similar ideas of, you know, people walking and making sure to get where they need to go and using various tools to make them go somewhere. I wonder if that would help me play Lemmings better than I would have originally. I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is that I had no real idea how this was gonna go, this game, and having played so many puzzle games, the difficulty in games like that can be so varied, and some puzzles can just really just... Kitty, you said on something on the keyboard. You activated like Windows Help or something. I don't know. I don't know what you just did. I don't know how you did that. Like some puzzles can just be walls, you know, just stone wall or whatever the term is, you know. I don't know what the term is, but just, you know, you'll never get across them just because you fundamentally don't understand something about what the designers want you to do. And for a long time in the game, it felt like I was on the same page as the designers. I felt like the designers didn't try to make a puzzle that you wouldn't be able to just... God, claws, Kitty. God, I'm sorry, but Kitty's really distracting right now. I just want to get my fucking thought out here. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore because of the cat was distracting me. Like puzzles, difficult puzzles. What was I even trying to say, man? I wish I could think good and comprehend words and express words good. You know? God. Like, okay, difficult puzzles in games. How this game designers always seem to understand that you... God, I'm so bad at expressing myself. The always... I always thought I was on the same page as the designers. I always thought that, like, oh, this is what you want me to do, right? You know, this makes sense. What you're setting up here is like, at first it's like, okay, this is difficult to really this is difficult at first when you just get into it and you're like, okay, what's going on in this level? Then you start messing around and then it's like, okay, this is seems to be what they want you to do, is it? Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. That was a lot of my experience, I thought, for a long time in the game. And everything just made sense. Like, there was very few points where I was just like, I don't understand in any way what you're even trying to tell me. And the moment I got to war, the moment I encountered levels where I had to make people go a certain way, and okay, here's where gun people go, here's where melee people go, and how you got the advantage, how you know, or took the others, it just still doesn't click. It doesn't click. And it feels like the designers, I think I said it before, but it feels like the designers expect it to. Like, the designers know exactly how the mechanics work and how you set up a level where you set up a level and you make the player do it, and the designers know how that level works. Obviously, they made it, but it's like to me, I just don't have the same understanding. Despite everything they try to teach me, about the flanking, about the, melee versus guns and how that all works, and I just there's just something about it that just doesn't click to me. It doesn't click. It just doesn't click. Like everything else in the game has. Like everything else in the game has pretty much been made sense. But this one part just doesn't. So it's unfortunate that in this world, some of the levels I could do because the were not as focused on exactly putting the people in one little place that overtook the others. You had to have them in this specific way that doesn't make sense other than to kill the others, and I just can't, I just don't know how to make that work. And sure, maybe with trial and error, I can eventually get it so I can line groups of people up on each side in a certain way that the game developers expect, and it actually kind of works. But I don't know when I'm doing something right, because a lot of these have to rely on everything being correct to actually do anything. Like, without setting those people up in that way I did, according to the solution video, how would I know I was on the right track? Like, let's just see. Let's see if I had, for example, put gun people here for some reason. That's what I decided to do, But I had decided, like, I don't know, push this in here, put you guys here or something. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done, how I would have gotten to this idea. Like, would I have realized that, oh, okay, these guys are shooting these guys now. But, well, did I actually make it still work? I might still made it work. I don't know. I guess I did, but like some kind of idea of vaguely getting what I wanted. Am I? Okay, they are gonna push it eventually. Okay. Well, I don't know how. Like, I don't know what I would have. How close I could have gotten to some kind of solution without it actually working, but it's hard to describe what I'm trying to say. But like, one thing I kept doing was getting all the people in one line. Like in all the other levels, you pretty much had to always get them all together. There was no reason not to, for the most part. So that's kind of what I would have thought I also wanted to do in this level, get them all together. But no, you don't want to do that. Which, I mean, yeah. The level is, what is the level called? It's like, what is it called? Something like, I wish you could see it from the menu, but I don't think you can. Assume the position. Like, it's a weird level name. Like, the level name does suggest, like, oh, you wanna put people in a certain place, right? The main thing, as I said before, is that I would have pushed blocks around like crazy, just trying to get, I don't know, someone somewhere. I wouldn't know where I would want to push them. Like, I'm seeing these arrows as well, like, okay, do I want these guys in the arrows? Is that what I want? Like, maybe level elements are too messy. Maybe that's my problem with this level as well. see, this is the problem I had before, where because I pushed them, they just don't do what I want them to, you know? So that it's wrong, obviously. I don't know. I'm way over time. I'm just rambling because I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated because I know this game can be good, can be well designed. And I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say it's not well designed just because I don't get it. I don't think that's. I don't think that's a take I think I should make. You know, just because I don't get it doesn't mean it's bad design. There's many puzzles in games, many parts of games that I don't get, but I still understand are good. I still understand, you know. To other people, levels like this may make a lot of sense, you know. That's fine, but to me, it does feel almost like this is a level made by an entirely different team, you know, a different idea of how the game should be made. I don't want to say that's true at all. It's unlikely that's true. I assume it's made, all these levels are made by the same group of people, you know. Who knows how many people, I don't know the size of this game's developers or team, you know. I don't know if I can look at the credits right now, but whatever. I can just go from here and go to try select. I didn't realize I could do that very easily. I never really paid much attention, I guess. Anyway, okay, if I go to try select, you go to the latest world, I guess, or will it go to the one I had picked last? If it goes to the one I had picked last in terms of worlds, I guess. Anyway, that's just, yeah, I never really noticed I can go into the menu to just go here. But anyway, I'm rambling. I really gotta stop the video. But yeah, no. I'm sure the developers, I don't know how big the team is. I have no idea, but I'm sure the developers, diverse group of people. I assume this game is made by more than just one person. That's what it feels like. But who knows? I have no idea. Indie games can be so varied these days in terms of size and scope. But I assume that many levels are made by the same people. That most levels at least have the same vision, you know? Because it does feel like the game is cohesive enough in terms of level designs and what do you want, what you're doing. It's just more so that certain mechanics makes it more difficult for me to understand the level, and that's just unfortunate because I don't have fun with those levels and I don't want to do them. And you know, looking up the solution video, you know, it always makes me feel just slightly bad, you know, just every time I look up something, I cheat, I look at walkthroughs, you know, whatever you want to call it. I always feel a little bit bad just because I know that the game designers and the developers want you to figure it out. They don't want you to look it up. Like, they put a solution video into the game, presumably because they knew that these levels can get pretty difficult and complicated and complex, and you know, there's so many different things, you know, different mechanics being put together that, you know, when you get to this point in the game, it's so complex that it can be, you know, some levels just don't click for you. So I appreciate that they're there, the solution videos. I appreciate that they put them in. I don't know if I don't know, you know, if they put them in because of levels like this specifically. I mean, I don't know when it was chosen that the game should have solution videos. Still a lot of games, puzzle games especially, that don't do that kind of thing. You know, it's rare that a game will actually straight up tell you how to solve the puzzle, or just let you skip it entirely or something. Like even modern games don't let you do that. Even AAA games don't let you do that sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, well, don't figure it out. That's too bad. Look it up on the internet, I guess. Which is mostly fine, I guess. That you can just look it up on the internet. I mean, I do that all the time in games where I get stuck. You know. So do you need a solution video in the game or a skip option? It's nice that it's there. You know, I guess it can be said that it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's inclusive. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, not inclusive. I'm looking for, like, it's I think my brain is just fried. I think my brain is fried. I can't think of the word. You know, helps and what's the fucking word? Fucking God. Why am I my brain so bad? Like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I fucking mean. I don't need to explain. You know what I mean. God, I am so. My brain is just done. My brain is done. I need to stop. My brain is done. I just wish I could figure out what the fucking word I was looking for is. Like, accessibility. Oh my god, accessibility options. That's the fucking word I was looking for. Oh my god, accessibility. Jesus Christ. See, I knew I was there. Yeah, accessibility options. Help to people who either need it, because of handicaps or because of, whatever the hell, color blindness, freaking, all kinds of various things in the game that may make it impossible for them to play or more difficult, things like that. Like, skipping puzzles, is definitely something that you can put under that accessibility options, and I think that's a good thing. Is it 100% needed? Especially when the internet exists and you can look up solutions to puzzles? I guess not. But it's nice that it's there. And the fact that I don't have to get out my phone and Google the freaking answer as I do in many games I've played in the past, that really does help a lot, So, I'm glad it's there. I'm glad it's easy to get to. I'm glad it's, well, yes, we get the whole, you use the number of solution videos. 5, I've used 5. I guess it counts the ones I replayed, because I only think I did it 3 times so far. I think I had 3 levels I did it for. I guess I think it counts when I replay them, I guess. I don't know. Because I did replay one of them there, didn't I? But I'm pretty sure I only watched 3 of them. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Again, like, stats, maybe achievements some achievements get turned off, that's fine. I get it. Games can do that if they really want to. It makes sense that you would have certain things be locked off if you cheat or, use accessibility options. Kind of sucks, for some people, who still want, to play the game and to show they can do well. Just like, but you don't get everything you could have gotten in terms of, progression, stats, achievements, unlocks, certain things, just because of your disability or whatever it may be. But I also get it. I also get why. But personally, I don't care. I don't care if the game says, "Oh, you cheated." You used the thing. You whatever. That doesn't matter to me. I don't. Again, as I said, I need to stop the video. I've been rambling for so much, but I just want to get this final thought out. As I said, it does bother me a little bit to look things up. It always makes me feel a little bit inadequate, a little bit like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough to beat this, I don't understand it, I'm stupid, There's a little bit of that, and I have tried not to feel that way as much as I have played more and more games, for the channel especially. I think in the past I would have been a lot more stubborn about trying this, but I know my time. I know what I want to do in videos. I know that I don't want to be here just doing the same damn thing again and again and again, not making any progress. Certain games, I can't not do that because it's a skill-based thing. It's like I need to like overcome a platforming challenge or something in a game. And that kind of skill, I kind of have to keep going at it, because a puzzle I can look up, I can just figure it out, or some weird esoteric thing in the game that doesn't explain itself very well, or whatever, a location I missed or needed to go to, or whatever it may be, things like that. It's not skill, it's just either bad design or just me not, I guess, understanding something or forgetting something or whatever it may be. And looking those things up, I don't mind as much, like puzzles are different just because they are specifically designed so that you figure them out and you do them, and that's it. When you know the solution, that's not a challenge to it. Like some games can have puzzles with still some skill involved, still some you still gotta do certain things, but most of the time it's pretty much just oh, you gotta click this button click these buttons in a certain way and it opens up a door or something, very cell-like, very just push the right combination, that's really just not skill. It's just when you know it, so that kind of sucks when you have to look something like that up, because it's like, well, it was pretty much just, there's nothing about it that feels good after you find out what you need to do when you look it up. Like if you figure it out in the game, that feels good. That's the entire point of games like this. That's the entire point of puzzles, and to make you feel smart, to make you feel like you understood something, and you got it and you did it, and so yeah. That's why it sometimes feels bad to look things up, and why I've babbled on for so long about this topic, about this game, about puzzles and games and everything, because I do feel that I want to do these things correctly. I want to do them as intended. Make you think about it, make you puzzle it out, make you spend a lot of time on it, maybe, but eventually figure it out. I just don't have the patience for it. I just don't want to sit here forever, especially when I'm doing a video, and it's something I have tried to, again, as I said, try to make sure I don't spend as much time in the same place in a game, or the same puzzle, or just not really getting anything accomplished. Like these videos are supposed, as I've said many times before, these videos are intended to be my experience, to be how I played the game. I don't cut anything out. I don't edit the videos for, again, two reasons, as I said, because I want to show my experience, but also because I'm a bit lazy. I could cut things out, and I probably should sometimes, just because there's not much going on. I'm just in the same place again and again, you know, nothing really going on. But again, because I want that experience of also showing exactly what I did, that's why I'm not doing that. And maybe it gets boring, maybe it gets repetitive, maybe I get annoyed at the game and, you know, just want to move on, you know. But, you know, you can skip through the video to find when I actually solve the puzzle or whatever. Yeah. That's why I don't do that. Why I don't cut things out. But it doesn't mean that, yeah, certain videos will pretty much be entirely, or at least in the past, would have been entirely just spent on one puzzle or one part of the game that I couldn't get out of without looking things up. And that's why I tend, or at least I try to be more self-conscious about just saying screw it, I'm gonna look it up, I don't care, you know, before it gets annoying, before it gets to me. Like, that's happened a lot in certain games, and I realize I don't want to feel bad just because the game, I got stuck in a part of the game, you know. I don't want to feel that way. I would rather just move on, you know, just get the puzzle done and move on. And that's why I didn't feel like I wanted to do that level. I just was like, I know exactly how I'm gonna feel if I keep going. I'm gonna feel bad. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna be annoyed and angry and frustrated and, you know, all the words. You know, I'm gonna be all the words. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think I finally said everything I wanted to say. And this video's been long, as it sometimes is when I ramble, but I just want to get all those thoughts out because I think that we're likely going to experience this again. I feel like the game is going to have certain puzzles like this that I'm just going to have to realize I don't want to do and just skip them. And it's unfortunate that's going to happen, but I think it's just better for it. Like, I know the game can have good puzzles even after, you know, even after World 5 here, you know. We started off World 6 and I was like, man, World 5, that was a trip. Like, even these last two levels were a trip, you know. And then I got immediately to World 6 in the last video and it was like, okay, this is a new thing. Okay, this is fun. We're doing this. Okay, this is neat. We're doing this. Okay, cool. These are different levels. These are different types, you know. And it felt like this world was a breath of fresh air, you know. It was different, it was new, it was doing new things. So I know the game can be what I want it to be, and not levels like that. And it does feel a little bit bad to say that, because I'm sure the developers like the levels. You know, they put them in for a reason. They want you to play these levels. You know, I'm sure there's hundreds of ideas that they didn't put into the game, but they put this into the game. This is the game. This is what you're playing. So levels like that one, you gotta play it. Or at least, well, again, I guess you don't have to play it probably. There's only one goal in this one. Like, I need two. Yeah, probably I could skip a few levels again. You can skip some levels, but again, most players are probably going to play all the levels, likely. I think most would want to play all of them, or at least try to. I don't know. And you do need goldies. You can't not get goldies sometimes, so you do need to find some levels you have to play just to get the goldies to continue the game. That's just how it works. So yeah. So I don't know. Alright, that's it. Stop the video. It's been way too long. Stop the video. Goodbye.